so much. All right, my name is Carlos, and I'm gonna present A.Party, which is an app designed to make personal connections and experiences convenient. So our problem to solve is that there's anxiety and loneliness due to fewer personal connections. Regardless of COVID-19, personal connections are impacted due to busy schedules and fewer opportunities to socialize with friends, colleagues, coworkers, family, or even classmates. Loneliness has become an epidemic of global proportions. Loneliness is particularly common among young people. For example, 62% of Gen Z population globally agree with that they feel lonely on a regular basis. Our second problem is that people spend too much time on social media platforms. People spend a lot of their time on social media socializing. Many apps today have the intent to assist with meeting new people and making new friends. This is a difficult task to do digitally. Many of these digital conversations end up being meaningless. We have limited resources and costly alternatives. How many times have you gone to a bar just to meet new people? Many people spend a lot of the time or money for costly drinks at these places, sometimes to just meet new people. Many individuals would like to have a small gatherings with real conversations or more close interact with others. However, not everyone has a place to host these gatherings. Our solution and value proposition is an app that conveniently links users. So we aim to easily create a space for people to socialize in person rather than just through a screen. We connect these people that is hosting parties or gatherings with those who are prospective guests. A party users can meet people or just keep it private with people they know. We connect those who would rather have connections in person, uh, would rather have connection in person rather than virtually. People can see who else will be there. They can see the reviews. They can request an invitation or send an invitation. Also, we are planned to connect them in real time. So A-Party connects a wide range of people in real time. We connect hosts of small gatherings, get-togethers, reunion or parties with guests who are looking for this kind of experience. On the left side, you guys can see that A-Party offers a live location map where hosts can see guests' profiles that are currently looking to join a gathering in their area location. This way, if hosts want to open their places, they can also send invitations. On the other side, the guests can log into their phone, connect in real time with anyone, see who's hosting a party in the location area, and basically just request an invitation. So how many of you do not even know your neighbors? These gatherings can be happening, just blocks away from you, or they can also be even in the same building. So A-Party, it's also a time saver. We offer our users with the possibility to meet people without preparation. Have you been busy all day, just want to do something chill and maybe have not had time to contact your peers? Well, also, have you ever have a, let's say, plan something out with your friends and then your friends cancel at the last minute? So this is one of the reasons why we have this app. So at the convenience of your home, you can just log into the app with no preparation and start hosting a party. Guests can also, with no preparation, just log in and see their phone and see what's popping, and just basically request to join. So we also manage saver alternative, and we give the opportunity to share experiences and culture, establishing real lasting connections. You can buy non-expensive drinks at the shop or food, or have drink deliveries at your home by connecting in a more intimate environment. A-Party will allow you to establish strong connections with other people while saving money. We also have safety procedures. We will implement safety procedures to make sure our guests are safe. So basically, just like Airbnb, we will ask for a watch list and background checks. We will have account verification. We will add reviews of people and other kind of measures, safety measures for users. As a COVID-19 response, instead of focusing on the tragedies at the moment, we want to look ahead at a better future. We want to focus on people socializing in the future, appreciate life, and go when everything goes back to normal. Although we may not recommend meetups, it is all about us to keep the community safe. We will still have recommendations like small social gatherings with maximum number of people, follow local authorities, online experiences only if situations get really bad. For example, we want to implement like a COVID symptom checklist, so that way we know if guests have been, or either hosts have been exposed to the virus, and we will give users an option to send a pic of their COVID-19 tests, negative tests. This is just for a special, I would say, recognition on their profile, like a green check mark or something like that, basically. And when the pandemic ends, people we want to still hang out, and this will be just the perfect timing for this application, right? So we also have a lot of competitors. This is not a romantic dating app or just meetup. So we focus on social activity to make friends and lasting relationships. For example, I have a friend who has many connections, but does not have a place to host in-person gatherings. What he does is that he connects with people that have a location where to host these reunions. In this way, he's able to have physical gatherings to engage mental health through through socialization in person. So the purpose of A.Party is to determine an individual with the ability of a physical location to host a gathering, for example, for study sessions, game nights, movie gatherings, Caltech parties, and connect them with guests in real time with no preparation in advance, and also with safety manners. We will have reviews of people, just like Uber does with the drivers. And so as you guys can see, Airbnb experiences could be similar to us, but they have a completely different target market. The way they approach the market is different. The main goal of hosts in Airbnb experiences is to make money. So, or prepare special events when we're actually focusing on more no preparation. Tinder is there. They're really good at matching people, but we're not a dating app. We focus on something different. And in Snapchat, we have it there because they have a live map where you can see where your friends are at, but we're not just a social network. So it wouldn't apply to us. So target market, we basically have in the demographics, 21 to 44 years old, male and female, college and graduate students, corporate warriors, professionals. Basically, college and graduate students would be our primary market. And we have tourists too, because we know tourists like to share cultures in different countries. For psychographic, we have extroverted people, adventure seekers, period-oriented people, and active lifestyles. For behavioral, we have online users and convenience seekers, people that like everything at their home and prefer just to be home and get everything there, right? So for our marketing opportunities, as we mentioned before, our primary market are college and university students. There are 108 million people between these ages in the United States, and but our market would approximately be around 9.7 million at the least. So for our revenue streams, we are going to provide freemiums, so a free trial for 30 days, and we're going to have monthly subscriptions. The app is going to be free, and people will still be able to meet others. But a subscription, we going to have special features that they may want to do. For example, like a bigger range of a map, or like a special, like a VIP features, like one-time special features where they can highlight the event for those people that would like to have, something nicer. We're gonna have commissions. So any money made on the app, we're gonna have commissions on it. So 50% fee for tips from guests to hosts, which they might want to leave because they are being rated with reviews, right? 50% fee on tickets if they host, if they charge any money for for hosting, we're gonna have a 50% fee. And then partnership sales. So orders through made in the app. For example, we're gonna talk more about the partnerships later. So in the long term, we're gonna have advertisements and hopefully merchandise like t-shirts. So growth strategy. We're gonna start. Sorry.
Thank you for your presentation. Sorry, the time is up, and we'll be diving into the Q&A session right away. And the 5 minutes Q&A session starts when the first judge starts speaking.
Great presentation. I have one question. In terms of the subscription value, I'm curious if you've got any sort of feedback on what that number should be, or any sort of idea on what
We don't want
people
to.
are likely to pay for this.
I'm sorry for cutting you. Yeah, we for the price of the subscriptions, we don't want to be too expensive, so we're probably gonna do it less than the market price. So we're gonna have a subscription of $12 a year, And as you can see in the numbers, so just for premium subscription, we cost $12 a year. We're planning to have at least 10,000 subscriptions the first year. Um, and also for one-time features, we're planning to charge $5 for every small special feature. Like let's say you want to have a star on the map instead of just a regular, point location, which a lot of people may be willing to pay that, or maybe a bigger range. We're also gonna have commissions. Well, to answer your question, that was the price for the subscriptions.
Thanks for the presentation. I thought it was really great. For a business model like this, it is usually really difficult to scale from the very beginning because you need people who are willing to host parties on your platform and also people who are willing to use your platform. And there's obviously a lot of safety concerns and whatnot in the beginning. And it's very geographically restricted. How do you propose to scale your product really quickly? Because that's the only way it's going to work.
So we would basically, that's why we want to start at colleges and universities, just like in some way Facebook did. We know that there are a lot of people, especially students, that they don't have access to socializing. Maybe they don't have a lot of friends, or maybe they don't, how a lot of people in campuses, like 4 years university especially, they have like different, they always usually host or make this kind of gatherings. So this would be just easier for them to maybe meet new people, and also I would say, just to expand their network. So that's how we want to start, basically, because we know it's difficult. We're gonna start at universities, and then we're gonna move. We want to move then into targeting like professional warriors and other people, right? That have like these nice rooftops in cities like San Francisco, for example, or just apartments, and they're busy with their life and do not have access to maybe socialize a lot, especially on social medias. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Carlos, good presentation. I had a question. Are you more focused on people finding new people to meet and connect with, or is it more so a group of people finding a place to go hang out in person?
So what apps usually have right now is that they have like, you can contact, you can have your friends in that specific app. For example, there's an app similar to this, but I didn't include it because it was not worth it. I think include it. But basically they only have friends to friends. So you get into the app, your friends have to have the app, so that way you can make the gatherings. So this way you're not actually, you're not actually, it's actually not helpful. So it would be helpful if they can also have access to meet other people in case that their friends aren't available, or in case that they don't have a lot of friends, or in case that, so I would, to answer your question, I would say that we focus more on people meeting new people, which is scary at first, just like Airbnb, sleeping at a stranger's home. But that's actually, I would say that's one of our main goals.
So really quick follow up. Have you looked at meetup.com?
I haven't seen a meetup.com. I have seen a meetup.
Yeah, so I would just say take a look at that and make sure you're kind of.
So I know for sure that Meetup, the application Meetup, it's not really user friendly, and I know that Airbnb experience is really similar to us, but yeah, we have this, we want to make it convenient to get to people because we know that they like convenience. So that's why we have the live app. That's why we have special features, and yeah, that's the.
Yeah, thanks, Carlos.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate also the recommendation. I'm gonna definitely look at meetup.com. Thank you.
Just a really quick follow-up. I think your biggest threat is going to be the fact that people are going to be concerned about meeting strangers, and the fact that you're running background check doesn't necessarily protect users against sex offending and various situations. So what's your best strategy going forward in terms of making people safe or feeling safe to use the platform itself?
I would say that having, definitely making sure that the profiles are legitimate, like, that we don't have fake profiles, right? And also, like, if we get a picture of, just like other apps does, Airbnb, like you can also, sometimes you have guests at your home and you don't know what may happen, but I mean, it's proven that if you have like a strong platform of in a network of people, and you use safety manners, you can actually, be pretty, you can actually prevent those things from happening. And we also have a partner here. Sorry, I just have this. We have a partner here who is called Moonlight. So that's basically an app where you can just, if you don't feel safe on your phone, you can actually press a button and, just, and it will take you so it will basically call 911. So you're protected. So that's, we want to make sure that we find specific safety manners. But our main goal, we believe, I'm pretty confident that this will work out at the long term.
Okay, thank you for the Q&A session and also presentation, Carlos and all of the judges. Thank you, team Party.